Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Yup.
You ain't mine now, let me find out. Didn't see that coming, made me wanna put my eyes out. For spending life together, I guess I was.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we have a wig from the company KEMY Hair. And right now I'm just going to be unboxing everything that came with it. We got a wig cap. Second off, we got these pair of lashes. If my nails seem dirty, don't mind it, that's my foundation. And then last but not least, we got this lovely edge brush. Right now I'm about to take the wig out of its packaging and show you guys what it looks like. Y'all, this wig is 26 inches. You heard me right, 26 inches. It is a 4x4, 150% density wig. And I did already go ahead and pre-pluck the hairline, as you can see right here. But before I put it on my head, I wanted to show you guys what it looked like when it came fresh out the package. So these were the original curls. This was before I did any customization. Right now you can see me using a baby wipe to wipe off any excess makeup or oil that might be on my forehead before I do this install. And y'all can see I matched my eyebrows to the wig. So now we're about to go ahead and put the wig cap on, slide it back, and then get ready to start putting foundation on the lace. I'm giving you guys a little bit of the cap construction. The wig did come with 4 combs, 2 on each side and then 2 at the back for security, plus the straps. And right now we're about to start putting foundation on the lace. I know it looks like I'm murdering this wig. I promise you I'm not. I'm just making sure that the foundation gets through to the knots and that they're perfectly concealed. This is what it looked like after dabbing the foundation on there for a while. And next I'm about to take my eyeshadow palette that matches my skin. It's a nude eyeshadow shade from Juvia's Place, and I just use that to set the foundation in so that way it doesn't run when I start installing the wig. I'm gonna be real, as soon as I put this wig on my head, I started feeling brand new, but I'm like, nah, the front looks a little bit crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and put a part in there and do this wig some justice. So that way you guys can start getting the feel of what I'm going for this install. Since I already plucked the hairline, what I'm about to do now is get ready to cut the lace and begin my install. So right now I'm just brushing the hair back, making sure none of it is out, so that when I start cutting, everything is perfectly fine. And I'm still just showing y'all how long this hair is, like it's out of the frame. So you guys know whenever I start cutting, I start in the middle and then I do zigzag motions on each side. When I get to that end part of the closure where the weft is connected right here, I like to cut it very, very close to where the lace is sewed, so that way it looks seamless once the hair is flowing down and there isn't a bump of lace right there. Right now you can see me cleaning up any scraggly ends on the lace with my scissors just to make sure that it's not choppy. Right now I'm just cleaning up my part because when I brushed my hair it did mess it up, and I want to make sure my part stays clean so that the install looks neat the entire way through. Sometimes where the lace is cut, there is a mark that shows it, so I like to just go over that with eyeshadow again to make sure everything looks seamless. And y'all, I don't know how this happened, but the top of my hot comb, bless me, the top of my hot comb completely came off. I don't know what happened. I probably shouldn't have done this, but I ended up screwing it back on. Like it just kind of like snapped into place. So I did end up using it after again. I probably shouldn't have though, but everything ended up working out. Right now you guys could just see me parting out my edges. I think I'm gonna do 2 swoops on each side, and then after I part my edges out, you guys see me doing my little twisty technique to separate them from the rest of the hair. I'm going in again with my tweezers because after putting the wig on my head, I realized I wanted it to be plucked a little bit more. So I'm going in right at the front and I'm just going crazy, y'all. Like I'm plucking anything that I don't want to be there because I want to make sure the hairline looks natural. And since everything is already prepped, it's pretty easy for me to do. As you can see, I'm just mostly focusing on the front and thinning it out so that way the line doesn't look too harsh. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side and then brush out all the dead hair. After I finished plucking the hair, I took my hot comb that was already heated up. I know y'all gonna do me in the comments for using it after it just broke like that, but I needed it. I took the risk for y'all. So I'm making sure that the top of my install looks flat and everything is perfectly laid down. Like, I'm really making sure that I grab the front of the hair and that the install just looks seamless. I ended up putting back the edges that I already parted out because after I plucked it, I wanted to make sure everything looked proper and that I didn't over pluck or under pluck. Right, you can see that I'm satisfied because right here I'm taking pictures and now I'm just about to go in and part those edges out again. I think that for a 4x4 wig, usually most closure wigs do not give that frontal effect, but this 4x4 does give the frontal effect. Like, the way that the edges come out and how seamless it looks over it, you just see that I'm enjoying installing this wig. This has been my favorite install so far. I know that hot comb was hot. Look at how my mouth is moving. You could just tell I was nervous, but it really is giving it exactly what I want it to give. It's making sure the hair is laid. I know it's hot, but it's worth it, trust me. And then I'm just putting some more eyeshadow underneath the lace right before I glue it down, so that way when it's melted, everything looks clean and that line doesn't show up. I'm also taking my sponge and soaking out any foundation that might be left on the inside to make sure the knots are completely covered. And now we're about to start getting ready to actually install the wig. I got my world famous Got To Be spray that I use in every single install. At this point, Got To Be should just sponsor me. And I'm just going to be spraying it in a straight line. Don't do the way that I pulled the hairline back using the edges. I know it looks a little bit weird, but I'm just making sure that I have everything. And then I just place the edges perfectly over it. You see how seamless that was? And now I'm just patting it down with my fingers. I like to take my fingers and just press the lace into my skin to make sure it's all in there. And then I gathered the edges up as a whole, and now I'm just doing the technique on all of them so that way I can cut them together. We're gonna be taking our elastic band, as you can see right here. I don't know why it takes me so long to tie the elastic band. It took me a whole bunch of tries. Eventually I finally got it, and I'm just gonna tie that really, really tight at the back of my head so that way the lace can sit there and melt in. I let the elastic band sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, but while that was sitting down, I was just brushing the hair out because there were some tangles, especially from me plucking. I didn't end up brushing out all of the dead hair yet. And now I'm just gonna untie my elastic band. This took me a little minute too. I'm gonna untie it. Look at that lace, it's seamless. You saw that little head nod. That's how you know I was confident about it. After I tied it down, I realized that there were some pieces of the edges that I didn't want in there, so I was just using the end of my comb and parting them out. After I got rid of those pieces, I went in again with my hot comb because you guys know sometimes when you tie it down with the elastic band, it makes the front of your hair too flat, so I'm just going in with the hot comb to make sure I add in some of the volume that was there. Right now I'm just gathering up all the hair again because some of them did get disorganized after I put the elastic band on. So I'm regathering my edges, going in again with my comb, taking out anything that I don't want. And now I'm about to grab my scissors and get ready to start cutting the hair. That little foundation sponge that I've been using since the beginning has been coming in handy. I'm just pressing it over again because I really have a fear of that random line showing on my lace. doing the twisty technique so that way they all stay put together. And now I'm just gonna use my hot comb and separate any of the stray hairs from the rest of like the actual wig that might go into the edges right before I cut it, because sometimes some of the stray hair ends up there and then you end up cutting way more than you wanted to. Today I'm taking my scissors and I'm cutting a little bit lower than I usually would, but that is for a good reason. Reason being is that I'm gonna use my mini wand curler, not my mini wand curler, my mini flat iron, and I'm gonna be curling the edges upwards. This is the new technique that I was telling you guys about. Apparently I didn't do it right the first time. When I did it downwards last time, it did work out, but I'm gonna try it doing it upwards again and see if it works out today. So I'm just curling the edges upwards so I could get that nice curly fluffy look. After putting the Got To Be spray on my edges, I tried using one of my new edge brushes to do my edges and it just wasn't working out. Like when I tell y'all it wasn't working out, I don't know what it is, but when you use a sticky edge brush to do your edges, it just works a lot better than the new ones because the new ones are just too soft. See right here, it was curling the hair, but I had a hard time actually taming it. So you're gonna see me go over it again with my actual hard edge brush that has all the gunk on it. I'm not gonna lie, right here is where you could really see the install coming together, and I didn't want to put more Got To Be spray on my edges, so I took some mousse instead so it wouldn't be that sticky, and now I'm just using my hard edge brush to make my edges look how I want them to. The other side ended up giving me a hard time. I don't know why. I ended up with, what is that? It looks like a fish on my edges. I ended up with that, but I did brush it out and fix it eventually to make it look right. I used the tip of my edge brush to just clean up my edges, and that is literally the finished install, y'all. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Yup. I'm busting. Y'all already know what I'm about to say about this wig. Okay, first of all, I'm 5'2", honey. I am 5'2". Yeah. Go get the hair on my... What lace? Look at the edges. It took me a little bit to get the edges right, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. And this is just what the wig looks like, brushed regular. Didn't have to do nothing extra. All I did was oil it. Look at how beautiful this body wave is, and it stays in the wig even after it's brushed out. I love it so much. Yeah, it's giving a girl everything it was supposed to give. Y'all see that I did my eyebrows red to match it? I did a good job. Don't want my teddy bear in the back. He chilling. But this hair is so gorgeous. This is a 26-inch 4x4, and that's the thing. It gives frontal. It gives all frontal vibes to me. Like the front of it is really nice. This is a really good closure wig. I have to say this is my favorite wig so far. Hands down. If you guys are interested in purchasing this unit, the link will definitely be in my description box along with a personalized discount code, so make sure you use that code as well. First, I'm not getting no snags, no nothing. I don't want no scrubs. I don't want no garbage. I want the baddest one out. This the baddest one out. Y'all gotta cop this wig. Y'all gotta cop this wig. When I tell you this wig is gorgeous, the hairline is gorgeous, the lace is gorgeous. I'm so happy. Everything is gorgeous. I feel like a whole new person. Like, you know when you get your hair done and you feel new? Yeah, that's me. It's so pretty. This wig is long, y'all. Let me straighten. It'll be down past my back. So I'm gonna probably straighten it soon. I'm probably gonna make another video of me straightening it, but I love this wig. I should cop. Go cop. Chop chop. Get on it. But yeah, guys, that is it for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.